All right, buckle up, everybody, because we are diving deep today into XRP and a prediction that has been making waves that it could surge all the way to 13.
$13.
We've been digging into some research and a Q&A about how XRP has been performing and where it might be headed.
Interesting.
And this isn't just about some random number, you know. We're going to break down what this potential price jump really means. We'll look at the technical patterns, the market trends, basically all the factors that could play a role in pushing XRP toward that $13 mark.
You know, what really jumps out from the research is that XRP just hit its highest ever candle body close.
Ooh, okay, hold on. Let me jump in here for a sec. I can already hear some of our listeners saying, candle body, what? Right, so for anyone who isn't exactly fluent in the language of charts, could you break down what that actually means and why it matters?
Absolutely, yeah. So imagine you're looking at a price chart. Each candle on that chart represents like a snapshot of XRP's price action during a certain time frame.
Okay, I'm picturing.
Now, the body of the candle, that shows you the opening and closing prices for that period. So when we talk about a higher close, what we're saying is that the top of that candle body, it's higher than the ones before it. Basically, the buyers were really in control, pushing that price up, and they held it there.
So they were strong.
Exactly. And that signals a couple of things. One, you've got sustained buying pressure, and two, there's strong market support for XRP. Both of those are super positive signs.
So to put it simply, a higher close basically suggests that more people are feeling bullish on XRP
Yeah.
and they're willing to buy it even at those higher prices. Makes sense. But how does all of this connect back to this idea of XRP hitting $13?
Well, that's where this interesting bull flag formation comes in. It's something the research specifically mentions seeing on XRP's price chart.
A bull flag, huh? Okay, that
Uh,
sounds almost like some kind of Wall Street battle cry, you know?
No, right?
Can you break that down for us?
Mm.
What exactly does this pattern look like, and what does it usually mean when traders spot it?
Okay, so picture this, a flag waving on a pole.
Okay, I get the visual.
Now, the flagpole, that represents a really sharp vertical price increase.
It goes up fast.
Exactly. And then you've got the flag itself. That's a period where the price kind of consolidates. It might move sideways or maybe even dip a little bit. But the key here is it's happening within this narrowing channel, almost like a triangle shape.
Gotcha.
Now, this pattern usually shows up right after a strong upward price movement, like that flagpole we talked about. And what it can suggest is that this little pause, that's just XRP catching its breath before it potentially takes off again.
So it's like XRP went on a price climbing sprint, took a quick break, and now this bull flag's kind of hinting that it might be gearing up for another run.
Yeah, that's a great way to put it. And if this bull flag plays out how some analysts think it will, well, XRP hitting $13 could very well be in the cards.
Wow, that's pretty exciting. But let's put things in perspective for a sec. Right now, XRP is trading somewhere around $2.37.
Right.
So to get to $13, that would be a massive jump. We're talking the potential increase of, what, over 450%?
That's right.
So I got to ask, is this $13 target based purely on this bull flag? Or are there other factors influencing this prediction?
It's a great question, and you're right to be cautious. You know, while these technical patterns like the bull flag can be really valuable tools for traders, they're really just one piece of the puzzle. The research also highlighted how much influence Bitcoin has on XRP's price.
Yeah, Bitcoin,
Yeah.
the OG of crypto, right? I think it's safe to say that Bitcoin often sets the tone for the entire crypto market. But for listeners who maybe aren't as familiar, could you walk us through how Bitcoin's performance tends to affect altcoins, you know, those alternative cryptocurrencies like XRP?
Sure, think of it this way. When Bitcoin's price is going up, it usually attracts more investors to the crypto space in general. It brings in more attention, more capital, and that can actually benefit altcoins, including XRP. It's kind of like a rising tide lifts all boats scenario.
I see.
But on the flip side, when Bitcoin makes a big move, like that time it crossed $100,000, it can sometimes suck the air out of the room for altcoins.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, investors might shift their focus and their money towards Bitcoin, and that can cause the momentum for altcoins to slow down, at least temporarily.
So it's like Bitcoin can be both a friend and a frenemy to altcoins like XRP, depending on what's going on in the market. But earlier you mentioned that XRP's long-term upward trend seems to be still intact, right?
Oh, absolutely. In fact, just over the past 24 hours, XRP's price has jumped by 12% to reach $2.37.
Wow, 12% in a single day. That's a pretty impressive surge. What do you think this recent performance boost tells us?
Well, for me, it definitely reinforces the idea that there's still a lot of interest in XRP, and that upward momentum, it's definitely still strong.
Okay, so let's take a minute to recap what we've covered here. We've got XRP hitting its highest ever candle body close, which points to some serious buying pressure and strong market support. Then we've got this intriguing bull flag formation on the chart, suggesting that another price surge might be on the horizon. And to top it all off, XRP just jumped 12% in the last 24 hours.
Right, right. It's like pretty good.
But of course, we got to be real here. Nothing is ever guaranteed in the world of crypto, right?
You got that right. We've talked about some pretty compelling factors that could push XRP's price upwards, but whether it actually hits that $13 target, well, that's a question that only time can answer.
Guess we'll just have to wait and see.
Exactly. But this actually brings up a really interesting question that I think is worth pondering. Given Bitcoin's influence, does that mean that altcoins like XRP are inevitably going to follow in its footsteps? Or could they, carve their own unique paths to success? I think understanding that dynamic between Bitcoin and altcoins, it's essential for anyone who's interested in navigating the crypto market. And it's something that, well, frankly, I think is going to be really fascinating to watch unfold.
Absolutely. It'll be interesting to see what happens. Thanks for joining me on this deep dive into XRP, and for all of you listening, thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you in the next one.
See ya!